Experience the enchanting allure of the Australian outback, a place of wild beauty. Picture vast expanses of red sand stretching out beneath a vibrant blue sky, punctuated only by the occasional silhouette of a kangaroo bounding across the horizon. Feel the cool whisper of the wind as it rustles through the sparse vegetation, carrying with it the faint scent of eucalyptus. Listen to the distant call of exotic birds echoing across the plains, a symphony of nature that is both eerie and mesmerizing. Yet, this seemingly serene landscape holds secrets. Secrets that send a chill down your spine, secrets that contrast the breathtaking beauty with a shroud of darkness. It is here that an unthinkable horror unfolded. The Australian outback, a place of stark contrasts, where beauty meets a terrifying mystery. The land, as harsh and unforgiving as it is beautiful, became the setting for a series of chilling events. Events that shocked the nation and tainted the pristine beauty of the outback. It is within this rugged terrain that we unearth the chilling tale of terror known as the Backpacker Murders. A story that still haunts the collective memory of Australia, like a ghost that refuses to be forgotten, echoing through the valleys and gullies. In this haunting narrative, the outback transforms from a place of solitude and serenity to a terrifying landscape of fear and apprehension. The tranquility of the vast wilderness is shattered, replaced by an ominous sense of dread. It's a story that demands your utmost attention, a story that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about safety and solitude. As we delve deeper into this narrative, you will find your heart pounding in your chest, your palms growing sweaty with anticipation. The allure of the Australian outback, once a magnet for adventurers and nature lovers, is tainted with an inconceivable horror. So we ask you, dear viewer, to steel your nerves. Prepare yourself for a spine-chilling journey that will take you to the deepest corners of human depravity, a descent into darkness and mystery. A journey that will leave you forever changed, forever haunted by the secrets and stories of the Australian. Scene 2, the vanishing trails unraveling the mystery. Venture deeper into the haunting narrative as we delve into the unsettling disappearances of these young explorers. In the massive, uncharted wilderness of the vast Australian outback, a number of youthful adventurers disappeared without leaving a trace, their ambitious exploration dreams abruptly interrupted. The initial investigation was an enigma, filled with dead ends and despair. The authorities were left scratching their heads as the extensive and merciless landscape offered no hints. The exhaustive search, where rocks were overturned and trails meticulously traced, only plunged them deeper into the chasm of uncertainty. Each new day without answers was a fresh breeding ground for hopelessness and sorrow. The families and friends of the missing individuals, separated by thousands of miles of land and sea, anxiously held their breath in excruciating anticipation. Each day that passed, their hopes seemed to shrink into nothing more than a flicker. Whispers of sightings, glimpses of distant figures, and abruptly extinguished campfires suggested fleeting signs of life. Yet, the outback remained an enigmatic labyrinth, revealing nothing. It was as if the adventurers had evaporated into the parched air, leaving behind only the faint echo of their laughter and the spectral imprint of their existence. As the day gave way to the night, the setting sun cast long, foreboding shadows, encapsulating the investigation in a shroud of darkness and uncertainty. The pressing question that lingered on everyone's mind and was echoed in everyone's hearts: what became of these youthful explorers in the boundless, savage stretch of the outback? Their journey had taken an unimaginable, terrifying detour, a turn so drastic that not one of them could have ever envisaged. As we continue our journey into this tale filled with chills and thrills, brace for the forthcoming startling revelations, the truth hiding in the vast outback, a truth that is waiting to be unearthed. As we venture further into this horrifying narrative, prepare for the shocking revelations that lie ahead. Scene 3, Unveiling the horror, the gruesome discovery, and trial. As dawn broke on a seemingly ordinary morning, a gruesome discovery would shatter the tranquility of the outback. The stillness of the serene outback was violently disturbed as the first rays of sunlight pierced through the dense fog to reveal a sight that was anything but ordinary. The vast, desolate terrain, once a symbol of untamed beauty and wild exploration, was now stained with the unbearable stench of death and horrors untold. The bodies of the missing backpackers, their dreams of exploration and wanderlust brutally extinguished, were unearthed from their shallow graves. Their lifeless bodies lay on the cold, unyielding ground, a stark contrast to the vibrant souls they once were. Their hopes and dreams had been shattered, buried beneath the outback's ruthless terrain, their lives characterized by an abrupt and horrifying end. The Outback, a place once known for its breathtaking landscapes and rugged charm, had finally yielded its chilling secret, revealing a horror that was impossible to fathom. The initial shock of the discovery soon gave way to a frantic search for answers, a desperate race against time to bring the perpetrator to justice. Every piece of evidence, every gruesome detail unearthed during the investigation brought the authorities closer to a name, a face, a monstrous figure that seemed to embody the very essence of evil: Ivan Milat. A man whose very existence was shrouded in shadows, his past littered with disturbing incidents, and a history of violence that painted a terrifying picture of a predator lurking in the isolation of the Outback. As the case unfolded, the chilling narrative of the backpacker murders gripped the nation. The monstrous acts committed by one man, sending waves of shock and disbelief through the hearts and minds of the Australian people. The trial that followed was nothing short of a spectacle, a terrifying display of the darkness lurking within the heart of humanity. The evidence presented during the trial was damning. Personal belongings of the victims, found in Milat's possession, bore silent witness to the horrific acts committed. Testimonies of his obsession with weapons, of his chilling familiarity with the terrain where the bodies were found, added to the growing pile of irrefutable evidence against him. Yet the most chilling revelation was the account of a potential victim who managed to escape. His harrowing tale of survival, of a night of pure terror under the cold, predatory gaze of Milat, was the final nail in the coffin. His testimony served as a chilling reminder of the horrors that had transpired, of the lives lost at the hands of a merciless killer. Ivan Milat, the man behind the backpacker murders, was ultimately sentenced to life imprisonment, his reign of terror finally brought to an end. But the echoes of his horrific deeds continue to reverberate, a haunting legacy that will forever be etched into the heart of the Outback. As we delve into the aftermath of this chilling tale, brace yourself for the haunting legacy left behind by the backpacker murders. This tale of terror in the Outback is far from over. As the dust settled on the trial, the lasting impact of the backpacker murders began to emerge. This gruesome case had cast a long, dark shadow over the serene Australian Outback, completely altering its reputation, transforming it from a symbol of wild, untamed beauty into a chilling, dreadful reminder of the horrifying dangers that lurked within its vastness. It was a stark shift in perception for Australians, as their familiar, rugged landscapes were now seen through a lens of unease and fear, leaving them with an irreversible, altered image of their beloved Outback. The once bustling, vibrant trails frequented by locals and tourists alike experienced a significant drop in footfall, with many people choosing to avoid the area altogether out of an overwhelming sense of terror. The horrifying crimes committed there, the seemingly peaceful backdrop to such a chilling series of events, sent shockwaves through the community. People left questioning their own safety. Even in their own backyards, places they had always considered safe were now tainted with the stain of these gruesome murders. But the horrifying impact of the backpacker murders was not confined to the boundaries of Australia. The news spread rapidly around the globe, causing a worldwide sensation and forever changing the landscape of the backpacking culture. The spirit of freedom, the thrill of adventure, that once defined the essence of backpacking, was now tarnished and tainted with an undercurrent of fear and anxiety. The desire for exploration, for seeking out the unknown, was now overshadowed by the very real need for safety and precaution. As the reality of these murders sank in, the backpacking community worldwide began to implement safety measures on an unprecedented scale. They encouraged travelers to share their plans, stay in contact with loved ones, and avoid traveling alone, especially in remote, uncharted areas. The backpacker murders served as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers that could be lurking in the most unexpected, picturesque places. Even today, years after the events, the backpacker murders serve as a grim reminder of the darkness that can reside in the most picturesque of places. It has left an indelible, lasting mark on the Australian psyche and the global backpacking culture, a terrifying legacy that continues to influence the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. Yet, amidst the terror and fear, the backpacker murders case marked a significant turning point in the field of forensic science. The investigation showcased the employment of numerous innovative forensic methodologies. These played a pivotal role in bringing the criminal to justice. As the case unfolded, the careful collection and thorough analysis of evidence started to reveal a gruesome picture of the crimes. The crime scene, located in the Belanglo State Forest, was studied with extreme precision. The forensic team undertook an excavation of the area that led to the discovery of the victims' bodies and evidence. Every single piece of evidence, irrespective of its size, was methodically cataloged and studied in depth. The investigation team went as far as utilizing soil and plant analysis, which is known as forensic botany, to deduce the sequence of events. Forensic entomology, a study that involves understanding insects and their growth, was applied to estimate the victim's time of death. The insect larvae found on the bodies played a crucial role in narrowing down the sequence of the murders. This piece of information was a key element in deciphering the criminal's modus operandi. In this case, DNA profiling, a relatively new technique at that time, was used. The DNA evidence gathered from the crime scene was matched with the suspects, providing an irrefutable piece of evidence. This was a groundbreaking move in the case, proving the efficiency of this technique in criminal investigations. Forensic psychologists joined the team and created a profile of the killer, based on the nature of the crimes committed. This profile acted as a crucial guide for the investigation team, steering them towards the man who was ultimately convicted for these horrific crimes. The backpacker murders marked a crucial milestone in the usage of forensic science for solving criminal cases. It served as a testament to the power of science in unveiling the truth, even in the face of the most horrifying crimes. In the wake of the backpacker murders, Australia and the world were left grappling with the stark reality of the dangers that can lurk even in the most unexpected places. This shocking string of deaths, later known as the backpacker murders, sent a ripple of fear Australia and far beyond its borders. The case shook the foundations of the nation, leaving a scar on its collective conscience and raising pertinent questions about travel safety and security. In the international backpacking community, the ripples of this gruesome event were felt even more profoundly, leading to a major transformation in how travelers perceived their safety, particularly while journeying through remote areas. This horrendous crime triggered a strong, widespread public outcry, which resulted in the Australian government springing into action and launching an array of initiatives aimed at fortifying the safety of travelers and backpackers. These initiatives ranged from awareness campaigns to educate travelers about safety measures and precautions, to enhanced communication networks in remote and isolated regions that were previously difficult to access. Furthermore, the response mechanisms for missing persons reports were significantly strengthened, ensuring quicker actions and follow-ups. The government did not stop there. Regulations for hostels and budget accommodation providers, often the preferred choice of backpackers, were tightened to ensure that these establishments provide secure environments for their guests. The responsibility also fell onto the backpacking community itself. Travelers became more alert and aware of their surroundings, exercising more caution than before. The age-old tradition of hitchhiking, once an integral part of the backpacking experience, saw a decline as travelers started opting for transportation considered safer and more reliable. The backpacker murders led to an increased emphasis on personal safety in travel advisories and guides, often the primary source of information for travelers. The case served as a chilling reminder of the potential dangers that could be lurking around any corner, prompting travelers to be more cautious and prepared. The backpacker murders, a dark chapter in Australia's history, led to significant in travel safety, thus leaving a legacy that transformed the world of traveling. The case also underscored the pivotal role of forensic science in solving crimes and delivering justice. Despite the unspeakable horror it unleashed, the case showed us that the pursuit of truth and justice remains paramount.